The world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. The commodity has spawned a massive industry. Data are facts and statistics regarding your online activity that is used for analysis. For example, what you like to browse online, your personal hobbies and interests, what you buy, and so on.
Sparapani thinks people would be stunned to learn the kind of information that's being gathered about them and that could end up in their profiles. Religion, ethnicity, political affiliations, usernames, income, and family medical history. That's just for openers.
What about medications?
Certainly. You can buy from any number of data brokers by malady the list of individuals in America who are afflicted with a particular disease or condition.
Alcoholism.
Yes, absolutely.
Depression.
Certainly.
Psychiatric problems.
No question.
History of genetic problems.
Yes. Cancer, heart disease, you name it, down to the most rare and unexpected maladies.
On average, American adults spend over 11 hours per day consuming media. Either through reading, listening, or just general interactions. There's no escaping it. Because of our daily habits, we're bound to come across fake news at some point during the day, and it would be difficult to distinguish it from real news. 64% of American adults believe fake news is a huge problem, and with the rapidly improving internet ownership rates, websites and press can reach more people than ever. This also grants them great power over the opinions of the general populace, so much so that the media has been called the fourth state power.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people.
I know that we don't exactly have the strongest reputation on privacy right now, to put it lightly.
Maintaining privacy in our day and age is becoming more of a struggle. Most people don't even think twice anymore about posting something personal online for the world to see. It is your right as a citizen. Privacy helps to avoid unwanted and potentially intrusive interference in an individual's personal affairs. Privacy is one of the rights that were absent in the society in George Orwell's 1984. Without privacy, there would be nothing to stop a big brother-like entity from taking control of every aspect of your life. The companies won't change their ways unless they face some real consequences. Fines will not suffice.
This was a quote by 19-year-old Mark Zuckerberg, not long after he had launched Facebook from his Harvard dorm room.
Yeah, so if you ever need info about anyone at Harvard, just ask. I have over 4,000 emails, pictures, addresses, SNS.
What? How'd you manage that one?
People just submitted it. I don't know why. They trust me. Dumb fucks. Cambridge Analytica, a political data analysis firm, purchased an academic license from Facebook for access to their data. Their public goal was to perform psychological research. They created an app called This Is Your Digital Life in order to gain the access to the user's Facebook data. They used this to build extensive personality profiles. 270,000 Facebook users downloaded and installed the app, allowing Cambridge Analytica to study their behavior as well as the data of 50 million of their friends, 30 million of which were in the US. It was sold commercially for supposed targeted advertising. Ted Cruz was one of their clients prior to the Republican primary, but he failed to gain much traction. Cambridge Analytica worked for Trump in the final 5 months of his campaign. Facebook initially tried to play the victim, but in a way they kind of are. Cambridge Analytica obviously purchased an academic license and then used their research to build a commercial product, breaking Facebook's terms of service. They used it to create fake news disguised as political ads, which they spread on the social network.
The Founding Fathers intended for privacy to be a civil right. That is why it's the Fourth Amendment in the American Constitution.
So how can we fix it? Many people repeat the "I have nothing to hide" mantra when it comes to their reasons for freely handing over all of their data to giant tech companies, governments, or even the random developer behind a flashlight app for their phone. There are plenty of arguments to make against those who say they have nothing to hide, but even after everything from Edward Snowden's NSA leaks to the 2017 Equifax hack, the vast majority of people simply do not care enough to make changes to the way they use the internet. It's convenience over security. If you're one of those people who doesn't think much about online privacy or computer security, then perhaps you should take a listen to what Jameson Lupp has to say, because online privacy is directly related to one's own physical security in today's digital world. In a recent interview with Epicenter, Lupp discusses the risks associated with poor online privacy practices.
It's, in the internet age now, we have the ability to easily reach millions, if not hundreds of millions, if not billions of people with a single tweet, for example. And there are a number of examples out there where people have unintentionally said something, on social media that triggered a horde of people as a result. And within that horde of people, there might be one or two imbalanced people or people who have, mental issues, or they don't know where the line is, and they're willing to go to an extreme length to try to harm you in some way, or at least to make you afraid.